Hello world watchers and welcome back to Big Oggie's World. So if you watched the last video you would have seen that we were making boiled bacon and cabbage, and one of the things that is common to be served with that is parsley sauce. But you can use parsley sauce for lots of different things. So we decided to do the parsley sauce part of the recipe completely separately so that you've got it there if you want to use it with fish or anything else. So we're going to do it from scratch. There's no packet stuff around here.
No packet of Coleman's or anything?
No, the only thing that came out of the packet was the parsley. And unfortunately, mine's not growing at this time of year, so we've had to use shop bought. So what we're going to do to start off with is we are going to take a pint of whole milk and put it into our saucepan.
I can get you to move your flour.
Yep, sure.
Well, there we go, then people can see your saucepan there.
Okay. And then into that, because we're going to flavour this milk to start off with, we're going to put the stalks from the parsley. In they go. A sprig of thyme, that did come out of my garden. A few bits of onion. And a few bits of carrot. I didn't even bother peeling them because basically this is just to flavour. And we're going to strain it all out again. So we want to bring this milk to almost a boil, and then we're going to leave it for sort of 4 to 5 minutes to infuse, and then we're going to strain it back into our jug. Okay, so let's get that going.
You're going to bring it to a boil and simmer it down just for a while?
Yeah, for about 5 minutes. Just to let the bits and pieces in there
infuse.
Marinade.
Marinated, good.
Married.
Yeah.
Meld together.
That'll
that
do.
Sort of stuff. So no need to stand here watching milk boil, because you know the saying, you watch the pot, it doesn't boil. We'll be back shortly. Okay, so I have, where's my spoon? There it is. I've strained my milk back into the jug, and now we are going to make a roux. So start off with, I've got 60 grams of butter which I'm going to melt in my pan. I'm using the same pan, there's no point making another one dirty. See? Once that's melted, I'm going to stir in 60 grams of plain flour with my wooden spoon and beat it into a paste basically. Right, in we go with the flour. And give it a stir round. Goes into a nice paste, as you can see, not lumpy, just, I don't know, John, did you want to do a little close up here? Nice buttery, floury paste. And all you need to do is you need to cook that gently for a few minutes to sort of cook out the worst of the floury taste. And then we're going to start adding our hot milk back in. Once we start adding our milk though, we're going to change from the wooden spoon to a whisk, because obviously we don't want to get any lumps in our sauce. Start adding your milk. Now do it a little bit at a time and whisk it in. If you do it like this, this is going to stop you getting lumps. So between each time you put some in, give it a good beat. It will go lumpy, it will look lumpy, but that's why you have to keep adding small amounts and then whisking them out. John, do you want to show how lumpy this is at the minute? So I can just show you what a bit of patience does. Okay, so you add your milk.
A bit porridge-like right now, isn't it?
Yeah, but keep beating it out. Like that, and you can see it's already going from that big, thick lump.
It's going from porridge to kind of mashed potato consistency now. And they'll just loosen up even more.
key to this bit is not to rush and beat it well.
Now people will say, oh, you can get it out of the packet, and yes you can, but you'd be doing that out of the packet, the same thing, you'd be beating it like mad and then whisking it up. And fresh is always better than packet or tinned or anything else.
The other thing about this is you're going to get a lot more by making it fresh than you would if you got it out of the packet.
Yeah.
So you'd probably have to use 2 packets to make at least what you're going to make here. And the thing with this is once you've made it, even if you don't use it all, you can put it in your fridge and use it a day later or whatever. You may have to add a little bit more liquid to loosen it up again, but there's no reason why you can't make more and then just use it the next day or whatever.
I know quite a few people who, including myself at some point, would use 2 packets instead of 1 if you were making a packet one, because the flavour is not that good anyway.
Yeah. Oops.
Yeah, you're just getting yourself covered. You're a bit wild with the whisk, aren't you? Your hands hurting, what do you do?
It's getting a bit hard, yeah. I mean, the sauce is looking lovely. It's lovely and smooth now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's it, John.
Yeah,
You make even more mess.
Oh yeah, well, I just wanted a bit of fun, really. Oh, there you go, no, it wasn't messy now. Alright,
Go on.
I've got rid of the liquid now. Yeah, it's always fun with a bit of liquid, isn't it? That's the thing. Till it goes back in. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you did watch a previous video, excuse the state of me, I'm actually trying to clean up a studio right now and get it back into some kind of workable order. That's my excuse for a weekend scruff look.
Okay, so if I take over that now,
Yep. Well,
I might need a little bit more milk out of the fridge.
yep, a little bit. It's still quite thick, yeah?
Yeah, but it is lovely and smooth. In fact, you should do a close-up of this because I'm proud of the smoothness of my sauce.
Yes. Your sauce, I'm fine. Right, work that bit of liquid out. Think you'll need some extra or not?
Yeah, I do. It's very... It's not, at the moment, it would be what I would call a coating consistency as opposed to a pouring.
Yeah, fair enough.
But look how smooth that is, people.
It's very good.
Yeah. I'm just going to stir in a little bit more milk. Probably cold milk's not the best thing to do, but...
Again, sometimes you have to loosen the sauce. It depends what the flour is like that you're using or what it is of roux that you make up. It's one of those things.
So this now is at the stage where we're going to add our parsley. Once we've added our parsley, then we will taste it for seasoning and we'll be done basically. Try and clear up some.
And we'll have a little white round. Yeah.
So, now the fun bit, the bit that I struggle, because we have to take all of this parsley
Get it in there.
and cut it up finely.
Oh, sorry, you haven't done the cutting up bit yet.
Now, as you can see, there is quite a lot of parsley, but we also have quite a lot of sauce, so we've got most of the stalks out because obviously we did that before.
And we're using it in the other part of the sauce.
We started that. It's a horrible bit. Right, now we've got one of these, what are they called, John?
Mazzaluna. Is it one of those?
Mazzalunas, which we bought to hopefully make things easier for me. I'm not quite sure that they do.
That's it, love. Make it look like you did the shopping.
You did a fantastic job.
Thank you.
And I thank you very much.
Oh,
for
very
your
good,
help.
me chocolate, love.
think knives in the kitchen are really quite tricky, aren't they? Like,
yeah, that funny little device we had wasn't big enough.
No, it
didn't
wasn't.
work.
It's
Gone back
tricky to find good knives, although
well, good ones at a reasonable price. That's
exactly, you can get them as long as you don't mind spending a lot of money. But even if you spend a lot of money, my question is, how do you keep them sharp? Because I'm no good with one of them.
You're not very good with proper stone and proper
steel things.
Steel, no.
Is it steel? Not steel.
Yeah, it's a steel. Yeah.
Steel, yeah. So it's tricky, isn't it? Because you have to sort of maintain your knives.
Well, in the old days, used to be a man used to come round.
That's right.
Knock on the door and say,
we actually
do you
had
know?
a man that used to come up here, but we've never seen him since COVID. So anyway, right.
We digress.
Parsley is all chopped, so that is now going into our sauce. There is approximately 50 grams of parsley there.
Sounds like nothing. Actually, it's a lot. The smell is great.
Yeah, I love the smell.
Smelly vision should be invented.
So we're going to stir this in like that. And now it's gone even thicker because of parsley. So I'm going to need more milk, please, John.
Well, that's why I thought you probably would. There you go. Again, it's one of those things you do, well, by eye, really. Because obviously, if you put less parsley in, it's not quite as thick.
Right. So I think I'm at the stage where I'm happy with the consistency.
So we're going to have to change the ingredient amount of milk, aren't we? On this when I write this down.
I think what we're going to do on the consistency or the amount of milk is we will put what it says, which was the pint of milk to start with, and then we'll maybe add a little bit to say, and then add.
Yeah, because I reckon you've added about another quarter of a pint on there.
I probably have. But again, maybe that's because we like our sauce a bit thinner. So I don't know if you want to have a look with a small camera and see this consistency.
Like I said, a lot of these, certainly things with sauces are by eye, aren't they, really?
And the thing is,
it's a personal preference.
Yeah, and if you make a sauce earlier in the day, when you need it to serve it and you reheat it, it's quite likely that you're going to need
something to loosen it up.
To loosen it up again. So I guess the thing with sauces is don't be frightened. So yeah, there's our consistency. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a little bit of salt. This is to taste now, so salt and pepper. Stir again. That's better. Did you want to taste to confirm?
Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm very happy with your taste buds though.
So our parsley sauce is now done. We're just going to leave it to simmer with the fresh parsley in it for a couple of minutes. Turn it off and it will be done perfectly for when we need it for later on. Obviously, like I said, we're using it for the bacon and cabbage recipe that you would have seen before this recipe, but for whatever you need to use it for. Obviously, if you're using it for fish, season accordingly. Okay, so thanks for joining us. Hope you like this recipe. It's certainly one that you can put into your little toolbox of recipes for things that you might need whenever. Hope you have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It doesn't cost anything, it's just literally a press of a button, but it gives us a number, and numbers are good. If you have subscribed and you know somebody else that might be interested in some of the stuff that we've got coming up, please tell them and show them the way to do it. That would be fantastic. Hit your notification bell so that you know when we're around, and if you haven't already done so, come on over to Facebook. Am I allowed to say Facebook on YouTube?
Yes, you are.
Come over to Facebook, to our Facebook page, Big OGGIE World, and join us over there for conversations and pictures and talk about all things food and drink related and travel in just our world, really. So thanks for joining me. Hope you have a lovely day, and we will see you all again soon. Bye for now.